Here's the plan. We're going to do 30 minutes on the staff, 30 minutes on defense against knife, and 30 minutes of sticky hands. Bow, and we'll get going. So, would you like to grab your staff?
kungfuretreat.com.
First thing, I want to try to breathe a bit more life into the staff training. We're going to start with this technique, spinning it around and out here. Extend. Watch when I do it. There's an extension into the technique. The arm is extended forwards, it's stretched here. And you can think that all the fascia right from the back heel up to the front hand, it's kind of stretch in, and then eyes on the end of the weapon. Concentrate, try to get some kind of intention down there. Yeah. Focused intention. Let's take a look. Selena, could you go that way just a little bit? Just to make sure that you don't get smacked on the head. And stop. Okay, so holding the staff, a forearm's a bit less than a forearm's length at the end here. Then you've got a nice amount out the front to use. If we hold the staff like this, and you know, all that wasted space at the back, and you've cut down your range here. The staff is a weapon with range, so let's use it. Just practice a moment. Okay, and take a rest. Right, so here we go. We've got to get energy into the technique. Oh, let's think energy. It's hard to put it into words, it's easier to put it into action. Yeah. You've got to will it to go out, you've got to want it to. Send your energy down there. You want to project energy down to the end. Spin it around and watch. The back leg pushes forward, the arm twists. There's a lot of waist movement here. The waist is generating the turning movement, and we extend. Yeah? By extending, you're throwing your energy down to the end of the staff. Try it a little more and stop. Hold on. Now, the hand has to push the staff, not pull it. Yeah. Now I want you to watch, hold on and watch. let's say you've got a hard target, we're going to use the column. If I generate a lot of force and I hit the target, I'm likely to pull the staff out of my hand. But if I'm pushing, the hand pushes the staff into the target. Yeah. If I do it down on the ground here, with the hand pushing, you're driving the staff into the target. But if you pull, it's going to pull it out of the hand. So you always push, not pull. All right. Push it into the target, don't pull it. All right, let's take a look. That's better. You can do it slow for a couple of times.
kungfuretreat.com.
You can do it slowly, but the hand is pushing the staff into the target. Frederick, get the hand right behind it. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Okay, and rest, and rest. So now we've got to try to find that energy in ourselves to bring out. Yeah. If I do, okay, here we go. I'm going to do this. And compare that with doing it right, I'm spinning it round, I've got my hand in the right place. Yeah, but it's got no energy at all, is it? There's no character. That's not the same. Okay, let's try to get the right one. Pause for a moment. Sorry, I might have to be really horrible in there. Let's postpone that for now. The way that you do the move, yeah. Let me show you two versions. Again. Have you built a staff? Again, okay. Number one, number two. What's the difference? We didn't see a difference, yeah. I'm not doing it full energy, but medium energy. I'll do it from there. Version 1. Version 2. What's different about the second one? There's more hip, there's more waist. And how am I getting more hip and waist into it? Right, okay, look, we won't waste any more time. The first one, which I don't recommend, I've brought that over to here and I'm going from there out. So I've got that much travel. I've got that much chance to generate power. The second one, I brought it right back there. Instead of flipping it to there, I flipped it to there. Now I've got a full 180 degrees, or almost 180 degrees of movement. That's how I can get more leg, hip, waist, because I've flipped it right back and then spun it right around. Yeah? That's going to make a big difference. Okay, I want you to give that a quick try.
kungfuretreat.com.
Okay. So now you got the physical movement, but you gotta have the right kind of spirit in the movement. In you come, Priska. You gotta get the spirit. Do it like you mean it. Eyes. Always look right out to the distance. Yeah. And project your energy right out into the distance. Yeah. Stretch into the move. I want you to do it 3 times, but with a lot of energy. Yeah? Let's take a look. Bring it much further back over your left shoulder so you have more waist turn here. Okay. Next thing. Remember that explosive strength stems from relaxation. Yeah. You generate yang from yin, yin from yang. If you want to end up very hard, you got to start off very soft to get the full change. And here, if you want to get a lot of energy into the end of the move, start very relaxed and generate the movement, generate the energy. Yeah? Relax and then send it out. Relax, send it out. Relax, send it out. Yeah. So this bit, very relaxed. The more relaxed you are here, the more you can explode into the move. Yeah? So I want you to experiment with that. Relax and then go.
kungfuretreat.com.
And the left hand is quite high up into the armpit, not there, there. Quite high up. Okay. Right, let's rest for a moment and look at the very first bit. So, again, trying to get spirit character into the routine. When we do this salute, use your eyes, use your energy, get some energy down on the hand. Yeah, relax. It's all from the back leg. Snap the back leg straight, drive the hip forward. There! Yeah. And then up. Yeah. That's coming from the core. Let's think about that. This is particularly leg. This, I'd say, is more core. There's a leg, but there's more core. Let's come back to go right forward with energy here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that one. And then we're going to have a very slight pause here for emphasis. So let's take a look. We're going to do it one at a time, and I can look carefully. Priska, you're first. Yours is pretty good. Can't help feeling you need to find the connection in your core that connects left and right, upper body, lower body. Yeah, it all connects into the Tantien. Yeah. So everything connects here. All the energy moves through that central point. Not just arms and legs. Engage the core more. Selena, let's have a look.
knife.Sticky.
Okay, good. Okay, now, the way that you use the body mechanics, you kind of brace the staff. So if you hit and it's like this, it's all down to arm strength. If it's locked in to the waist, you got it tight to the waist, you just drive it in, yeah? No, yes. So we got to be thinking about bracing the hand against the body. Here it comes off. There you go, tucking into the waist. Now we're tucking into the chest. Brace it against the chest, the hand, the staff against the chest. Not there, just against the shoulder, right into the chest. Yeah. Then it's solid, it's firm. Yeah. It's there. Okay, it's in on the waist again. There, it's in on the chest again. And in here, that's an odd one. It's kind of locked into the right armpit here. The staff's resting against your back. Yeah. So the way that you brace the weapon is important. You've got to get the right body mechanics. Let's try it again. Okay, actually that's much better. That's much better. Frederick, let's see yours. Yep, okay. The salute. Try scooping. Scoop it up to there. Now the thumbs forward. Turn and the little fingers forward. Yeah. Don't rush the moves. You don't stop there. Extend right into it. Yeah. Extend, 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 and properly brace the staff against your body. Yeah. Right out to there. Even if you stop half an inch short, you haven't got the end point, you haven't got a real extension down to the end. Oh, that's not enough. Yeah. Extend right out. Actually, let's take a look at yours.
knife.Retreat.com.
So you gotta use the strength, the energy of your whole body. Should be a lot more leg and hip going into that. When you come from there, you got to pull this back. That allows you to use loads of body movement to get to there. Yeah. So put it back and then go. Yeah. Go. So when you slide, you've still got the end back and you've got a big movement. Yeah, slide, big movement, and it goes across, right back over the shoulder. Big movement. Do it one more time. Yeah. Yeah. Very good. That staff may be a bit heavy for you. Yeah. So that's an original hardwood staff from Singapore. Well, I bought it in Singapore. It's Indonesian hardwood. I doubt that you could buy them anymore. It would cost you like a fortune to buy one of those. But it's interesting that staves, they get lighter and lighter. This is kind of 1990s weight, not as heavy as that. But now they're like, you hit somebody with them, they snap. Yeah, you know that staff. It's a heavy thing to lug about, but if you hit someone with that, that's going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, that's a heavy staff. Okay, well it's done. Let's have a look.
knife.Retreat.com.
Okay, yeah, that's very nice. Very good. You got a good extension of energy. Yeah. It could be more fluid, but if you made it more fluid, maybe you'd lose the kind of end point. So that's where it becomes an art. Like you got to decide how you're gonna put it across. You know, just where do you draw the line between, or where do you find the balance between flow and power? Yeah, that is kind of interesting. Good.
So I have a question kind of
yeah.
on that. I find the transition a little bit easier here because it's like it feels like there's a strike and I can get
Yes,
vibration.
yes, yeah.
But then I'm not sure here
Yeah.
because I don't get the same kind of vibration. It's,
Yeah.
am I,
I know exactly what you're talking about. When you do that, you can get the end of the staff to vibrate. It shakes, the power vibrates down the staff. And however well you do it, talking about to do the wrong move. It never happens there. You never get a vibration there. It happens there, and it doesn't happen there. I guess it's just the body mechanics. But it just doesn't happen, you know. Here you got that whip from the waist and it kind of twangs down the staff. Here, it just doesn't.
so then my follow-up question is,
Yeah,
because you're talking about more flow,
yeah,
and I feel like I kind of know when to flow here because I get the vibration.
Yeah.
I can almost use that. It like almost wants
Yeah.
to keep going, but then here, I feel like I get a little lost with
well,
it. Is there?
my
Are you
my
getting the coiling here? Is that?
my advice would be, okay, there you go. You've got you know where you're at there. Think about what that felt like. Now, twist, and you put your energy in. Send as much energy down as you can, and you're throwing it out to the end of the staff. There you go. Now you're kind of twisted up, you're coiled up. So get it ready and then twist round to the other side. Get it ready, twist round to the other side. It's always it's the same things keep coming up. Extend. Now, you've got to relax to get that kind of explosive movement. Yeah. Relax, then explode. Relax, then explode. Use the core. That's about all I can say, really. Yeah. Okay, very good. Right. So we've got a few things to think about there. I'd like you to practice them for a few minutes. Try to put all of that together into that little sequence.
kungfuretreat.com.
Yeah. Yeah. You can really feel the vibration go through the weapon, yeah. And yeah. 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 You don't, okay. Here, your arm extends, it stretches straight, and you feel the energy come straight through your arm and through your arm into the weapon. Yeah. Now this side, actually that's the reason why the energy doesn't go through. There's no extension of the arm. It's pushing through that way. You're using a snap from the back leg, a twist of the core. It's gone through. Now the arm is sending the force that way and the force is going through the staff, but you don't get that kind of snap. It's just a twist. So it won't feel the same. Yeah.
kungfuworkshop.com.
Okay, guys. Now, do we have any questions at the moment? In that case, we're going to move on to the knife defences. Now, I would like you to do some practice on what we've just done with the staff between now and next week. Yeah. So I want to really elevate your staff technique. I was looking at the demonstration on Friday. It could have been a lot stronger, staff. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good feedback. We need to improve. When your staff goes up, then the rest of the long weapons go up because they're mostly a staff with a lump of metal on the end. So, not all, but most. So, what you do with the staff is pretty much what you do with a tiger fork or a monk's spade or a monk's crescent or a hook spear or whatever. Get this, you got the other stuff. Okay, so now I'd like you to put the staves down and groups of 2 or 3 with a rubber knife. And for now, we're going to go through the knife defense techniques that we teach. Yeah. Have a good look at them. And afterwards we can discuss other techniques. You know, do we want to add stuff? Do we want to take it away? Yeah. It's always good to be thinking, how can you improve? How can you get better? So just to start with Akshi, I'd like you to stab me there. Right. That's our first knife defense. Break it down. Really important. Yeah. It's a bit of a sidestep. Yeah. Once you see that it's coming forward, you go back and do it again. You can slip to the side. That's if someone is committed to the attack, yeah. But when they're doing it for real, often they're really going for it, yeah. So you can slip it. Now, I'll take that for a minute. If someone is kind of like this and they're moving about, you know that whatever you do, they're going to react to it. But when you've got a committed attack like that, you can dodge it. And that's a good thing to remember. That's in itself is not enough, because if you, okay, right. I stab, you dodge. Ready? You dodge, they're going to do something else. Yeah. Take control of the knife arm, the knife hand, yeah? Okay, that's the second thing. So you dodge, you also deflect, just in case you're not quick enough to fully dodge it. You knock it from going towards you to over there. Okay, that's good. And I've got a degree of control, so you can't suddenly slash back without me knowing, yeah? And then I do the disarm. Now you're really in trouble because you haven't got a knife anymore. And I've got you.
Yes.
Now, then the criticism of this technique, if you know what I'm going to do, because you know how I'm going to hit your hand, and if you really grip your wrist up, grip tight, doesn't work, yeah? That's because you know what's coming. If you don't know what's coming, then it works. Yeah. If you have to do it twice, well, it's tough luck. Do it twice, yeah? But if someone isn't braced for it, it works. Because they're pushing the force that way, and you're coming here at 90 degrees, it'll bend. Yeah? You've got to get someone by surprise. It won't work the third time. You've got to get it the first time. Yeah. But that's that. So, what else can we ask about? This one.
Where do you slap when you...
Oh, you're just going for the back of the hand. Yeah. The objective is to bend the wrist. As your wrist bends, your fingers open. That's how it works. That's the way the tendons work. As the wrist bends. So all you've got to do is bend the wrist and the fingers open. Yeah. If you've got a very bendy wrist, it makes it more difficult to do the technique, but it should work on pretty much everybody. Now, the only other thing that we might need to think about, go on one more. What am I going to do now? Yeah. Now what am I going to do? Okay, I've done the disarm. Maybe I'm just going to get you into some kind of restraint. Or
Again?
no, we don't. Never mind. Just okay. We take it from there. Maybe I'm going to knock you out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we got to think what to do. But it's a good point that even when a knife has been dropped, you've still got a person to deal with, and you've got to make a decision. What level of action you're going to do. If it's somebody that you can control quite easily, you can go for this sort of control and restraint, arm lock. If it's somebody that's going to be very difficult to control, then maybe you're going to knock them out. Yeah. Anything else? Any other thoughts, questions about that? Right.
When teaching it, is it useful to do some scenarios where they're actually going to follow up?
Yeah.
You know, where you have them try that a few times, or have them come in with an elbow, or have them come down with a kick.
Yes, this is a very good question. When we're teaching, okay, we've got to plan the lessons, and this is something we're going to talk more about. From the technique, we can do follow-up, provided we can fit it into our lesson plan. So we've got to look at how many techniques we're going to do. And I would recommend maybe you let the student have kind of free choice over what follow-up they do. So, okay, you disarm, and then what are you going to do? Because it does depend a lot on the person, and you've got to get a feel for where they're at and then do something. The next technique we're going to do actually shows you a good follow-up to this, but let's practice this one for a wee bit.
Okay. I have one question.
You got one more question, yeah.
So if I come to you, so you move first, then you look at my hand, and then you grab. Is that right?
I think there's a few things going on at the same time.
Again?
I'm going to move and grab pretty simultaneously.
Okay.
At about the same time. I am going to look at your hand before I hit it. I'm not going to look over there and hope for the best.
Yeah.
So I need to be focused. But I was going quite slow there. If I'm going to do the whole thing, then I'm going to do it. So I've got to be pretty quick, yeah.
My
I don't understand and look at it, yeah.
concern was just this grip.
That grip, yeah.
Yes, getting into that grip, because if I'm coming fast, it's like, you know, holding a punch like that, or not straight to straight, because you're pushing me to the other side, but yeah, just that. So I can reduce the number of misses for that. And straight. How not to Or
Yeah, yeah,
nothing's
I understand.
coming.
I understand the question. Right, I'll do my best to answer the question. How guaranteed is this to work? And suppose somebody does it fast. There's no guarantee that any technique is going to work. Yep. There is no technique that is guaranteed to win you every fight. If there was, then it would be used in every fight. Now, no technique that anyone can teach you is guaranteed to win. Yeah. If they come fast, you move fast. Yeah. Now, if we compare it with punches, yeah. Now, hold on.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Right. There are quick jabs. Yeah. That's very difficult to catch. Catch my jab. Catch it. Catch it. Yeah. That's a quick punch, but it's not a very committed punch. It's not a committed punch. Yeah. I'm not trying to really go through with it. That's the sort of thing you encounter in a competition or a sparring match. Someone is genuinely intending to stick that knife in you. They want to go right through with it. Yeah. See, that's okay. You do the technique. Grab the knife. Yeah. Okay. Good. Now, I'm going to do it a bit faster and a bit harder. Yeah. That's a kind of reasonably vicious stab with a knife. Now I'm going to do something completely different, and I want you to catch it, yeah? Yeah. Oh, it's more difficult, isn't it? Yeah. How often are you going to encounter that?
I hope never.
I'm guessing not anything like as often as that. That is, I want to stick a knife in you, yeah? If I'm experienced and I'm switched on and I know what I'm doing, then maybe you're going to get this, yeah?
Okay.
Maybe, yeah? But I've never seen that. No, that's really difficult, yeah? That's really hard. So it's not going to work against 100% attackers. But if it works 90%, then that's a 90% chance of saving your life. That, to me, is quite good.
Yes.
That's good enough to make it worth doing. If you say, I want to practice anything unless there's a 100% guarantee that this will work against anybody in the world under any circumstance, you'll never practice anything. Yeah. All right, let's have a quick try.
kungfuretreat.com.
Faster. Okay, guys, I think that's probably enough. Anybody got any questions? Yeah, you do need to have a quite determined attitude of, yeah, I'm going to take that out of your hand. Your kind of willpower determination makes a difference. Okay, Selena, could you do the same? Again, it's just a lunge with the knife. Now, that one is fairly popular in martial arts. I'm going to take the knife. Can you, yeah, have it back. Who else has got a knife handy? Frederick, have you got a knife handy? Yeah, you have now. Okay. I just want to do it on you, and you're a bit bigger. You know, it does seem to work, yeah? I haven't actually disarmed him there, but I can if I do that. Yeah, and I got it, just. So let's have a look at the mechanics. We do it with Frederick again. Starts off the same way. He's being a bit sneaky because he's doing an upward stab. But there you go. I've got to just deal with that. Now I'm gripping the hand instead of hitting it, and I twist. And I'm just dropping my body weight down. And this is very much like the boatman rowing the boat in Swan Young. That kind of position. And you're dropping your body weight, and it does seem to work. Things to remember. I'll show you how to make it not work. It's quite interesting. Not working very well, is it? What did I do different?
You didn't turn the wrist.
I didn't turn. That's the key. I just put him straight there. He's still got good body structure. When he's overextended and he's lunging in, so I just carry on a momentum. When he's like that and he's overextended, that's when I can drop him easily. Now if I'm turning, I've got to be careful I don't cut my finger, but there's the wrist lock. Now he's let go of the knife and I dropped it. That was bad. But he's not in a great position there. If I decide not to touch the knife, I can come down on the back of his elbow there. I've got an arm bar there. Probably not going to hold him very long, but you could get him from there into a more kind of aggressive arm bar. You want to do it. That one. Yep, that should break his arm if I want. So that's the technique. Key points: extend, use your body weight, not strength. Disarm at the bottom. Yeah. Okay. Any questions? No? Oh, let's have a go. Yeah, you'll have to make a 3 somewhere.
kungfuretreat.com.
That's good, that's good. So now push the arm lock a bit more. So the wrist lock. So that he's losing the grip on the knife. Now you got it, yeah. That's your key thing. Get a knife. Okay, see, we're going to replay that. First of all, just the grip on his wrist. That's it, that's it. So you use that hand to grip the wrist, that hand to grip his hand. Yeah. Now, as you're dropping down, you might as well do the turn and drop your body weight. There he goes. Right, that's much easier. Now, you don't need to be moving that hand around. You were there. But what you wanted to do was twist him back. Yeah. There you go. And now you have the knife. Yeah. You can do that as well. Yeah. I think your main priority is get the disarm. Yeah. Now, you started off, go on in, there. Like that, the hand's in that position. Yeah. You didn't need to shift that one. What you needed to do was that. Yeah. As if you couldn't see, but when you did that, Buddha-san really kind of flinched. You can feel that. Yeah. Okay, there goes your knife. Yeah. That's it. Because you haven't got long before they do something. Yeah. So you gotta try to put things together before the other person has time to understand what's going on. Because when they do, they'll react. Yeah. All right. Very good. Carry on. Something's gone wrong there, hasn't it?
I offered up a little resistance to make it a
Okay.
little more challenging.
Yeah.
Use the momentum.
Yeah.
Okay, once more.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We'll go through it slowly one time. Go through it slowly.
Okay.
Whoa, stop. On the back of his hand there. Yeah. That way. Yeah.
Yes.
On the back of the hand. Yeah. Yeah. That's a bit more like it, isn't it? There, now it's working. Yeah.
Make sure to get that first hand more here. Here. Keep coming up here. I think that's part of it. Because once you get there, you have a lot of control. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that technique looked a little different.
It was, yeah. Something else I was doing.
Well, it worked. It worked. Try the one that we were doing.
Yeah.
Try the one that we were doing. No, the other. Grip with the other hand first. That one. Then go on to the back. Yeah. And down. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. And rest. So, just what I was kind of referring to earlier with that initial kind of disarm. Go on, one more. Yeah, you can use that as a follow-up to the first disarm that we did, and yeah, I got a pretty good lock. Yeah, pretty good lock on there. Didn't go quite to plan, but I improvised. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. So you can use it as a good follow-up, so long as you've kind of extended the person, put them down. Yeah. Good. We'll do just one more. Can you do the knife? So, yeah.
Same.
Yeah, same. Now this time I'm coming over the top and take you down that way. Broken down. It's the same initiation. And I just follow your momentum. So you there, swing the arm back, yeah, and from there, I'm pulling you back down. So I'm going to take you down. Any questions about that? No. Let's give it a try, and then we'll think in more detail about it. Oh, that sounded very painful. Yeah. Maybe we need to be a little bit more careful.
I'll think about that.
Are you gonna? Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need to fall better.
And step forward as you do it, Selena. Yeah. Step forward and extend. Yeah. That should just go there. Why not? Why is that not working here? You.
How do you lock?
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's interesting. Your shoulder is so flexible that it flips out. Yeah.
Yes, but it looks like you locked a little bit her shoulders when you did it.
Yeah, but your shoulder flips too easily. The solution to that
The figure four?
is the figure four arm lock. Yeah. So there, lock it, and you. It's still coming out. It's still
Yes, because
your
I don't
shoulder
want
is
to fall.
still. Yeah. Well, people do refuse to cooperate, but you're definitely going to get someone off balance there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I could just kick you there. They never all react the same way. Yeah, it's quite interesting because you have a flexible shoulder. It slips out a lot. There you go.
No, stay with that one. Stay with that initial one. And bring it underneath.
Okay. There, behind the shoulder, there's your triangle,
Yeah.
and leave your back against there.
Yes.
Comes around. And then that just gives you the leverage on that back shoulder.
So,
That's right.
yeah. Okay. All right, guys, I think let's move on from the knife defences now. Obviously, we've got more that we're going to have to come back to these. Do we got any questions? Have we got any questions at the moment?
What is a potential move once you get them there?
Good point. Do you want to grab a knife quick? Yeah. See, you never know quite how somebody is going to fall. There, okay, yeah, that's it. There we go. I'm just kind of instinctively going into the wrist lock, but it does achieve the disarm. But you never quite know how someone's going to fall, and that's why you've got to know a lot of different techniques, because if one isn't working, you transition into another one. To avoid having to do it to you twice. Frederick, can you grab a knife? Yeah. I want to show you, if I can get his elbow on the ground and his forearm upright, I can just drop my body weight onto his wrist. Yeah, that's almost perfect. That upright forearm, I'm standing over it. No strength required, just body weight. And that'll break most people's wrists if you really go for it. Yeah? So he's then almost certainly going to drop the knife. You won't keep him in that position for more than a couple of seconds. So you've got to be fast getting the knife out of the hand. Yeah. But you do need to think on your feet. Yeah. Okay. Anything else about those? Okay. Right, then we'll work on the sticky hands. So, would you like to put the knives back for now? And we'll do the same format we've been using. I'll do a round with each of you, and then I'll get you to go with each other. Put us on, you can go first, yeah. Here we go.
kungfuretreat.com.
Yeah, good. Anything to say? I don't think I can think of any sage, wise advice. Yeah. You can get through, but you're not picking your shots as carefully as you could. So once you've got the ability to land a blow, think about the most effective blow to land. Yeah.
Okay.
If you can get through a guard, there's quite a few things you could do. There's a range of targets. Think about which one. Yeah. Okay, mate. Akshi.
kungfuretreat.com.
Frederick. Okay, good. Priska, you are next.
kungfuretreat.com.
Okay. What's that? Actually, you got Frederick. And relax. And relax. Okay, good. Buddha's son and Priska. Let's have a look.
kungfuretreat.com.
moment stop. So we're going to try not to get locked up in strength against strength. We're going to try not to kind of go tight and hold somebody back. We're going to try to keep fluid, keep moving. Yeah. And a little bit more.
kungfuretreat.com. 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 Thank you for watching online, thank you for supporting us. That was really good class, more than 1 hour and a half of a lot of different kicks. Follow us, stay with us on the YouTube channel, you're gonna see way more the next weeks. We also have everything we teach here online. It's our online course, you can find it in the description. We can start right now if you're too far from Thailand, because here it's the north of Thailand in Pai, and we train here every day. It's a Kung Fu retreat, so we stay here all the time and we train 7 hours per day, 5 times a week. That's really awesome to stay here. You can discover it just for 1 class, for example, or maybe 1 day. But if you really want to commit to it, really learn and see like all the little secrets of the art, you can stay months, maybe a year, or maybe forever, like us. Okay, check our website, kungfuretreat.com, kungfuretreat.com, easy. And I hope see you soon.